You are listening to
Marty and the Breaux. As a black man from Texas, I think we keep getting the wrong idea. Everybody's trying to stop racism, and that is the wrong method of actually trying to, get over this curve. I think we should just mitigate the damaging effects of racism, right? And what I mean by that is, like I said, you ain't stopping.
Number one is policy. We've got to have policies in place that even the playing field. That's
Exactly.
number one, and then we can tackle the problem socially with social pressures, things like.
Well, yes and no. Well, I don't think racism will ever. Racism isn't the problem. It's not racist. Like, how do I explain it? It's not. Racism in a vacuum can't hurt anybody. So, for example, I use this as an example all the time, right? When I was managing the restaurant, right? What harmed me, what was racist to me, my manager or the owner being racist and not, wanting to, pay me what I'm worth and anything like that, that harmed me, right? What racism didn't harm me was the dishwasher who was white as well. And like openly, outwardly, like Trump supporting type racist, right? Super racist, didn't care who knew it and, would lose his job in a heartbeat behind it, right? Don't care. And what I really notice is that kind of, the dynamic that where it matters is the power dynamic, not the actual racism in and of itself, right? So this racist dishwasher had no power over me as a manager, right? So he had nothing he could do could bring me harm as far as, first of all, I'm 6'7", I whoop his ass, you know what I'm saying? So couldn't bring me physical harm. I wasn't worried about that.
Boss?
Yeah, exactly. I was the manager at the time at this place. Remember I was saying when I was working at Bikinis.
You could have
I could have fired him at any moment. Yeah, I have power over this racist asshole. You know what I'm saying? So his racism didn't affect me, right? You know what I'm saying? What the racism did affect me was somebody who had power over me. So it's more about, power dynamics and giving people, control over their own lives, I feel is what's more important. And and you do that through democracy, through democracy, I think, but
what you just touched on though is this shows you why racist cops are such a bad idea, because you get the racist, but he's not the dishwasher. He's the GM. He's the manager. Whatever.
Exactly. He can do it. He has the power. Racism with the power, right?
Power dynamic that he can take his racism and harm you
exactly
at will.
Exactly. So that's what we need to more so try and solve is how do we take away the power.
So what you're saying is that we just need to make all the racist dishwashers.
Exactly. We'd be fine. Yeah, I swear. Yeah, no, definitely, man. Yeah, man. They want to, and a bunch of them dishwashers try to storm the Capitol. Then when you get me, I got a bunch of goons, man. We slap all them up real quick, man. We got y'all. Like, yeah, man. I bet, man. I think that's really the problem more so than most people understand. Like I said, like, being black, I have worked side by side with racists before. And, somebody, and what I mean by racist, like, I'm from the South, man. There is, I think that's what I mean. And also, like, I hate that, the left right now, liberal left, they try to, represent, they call us people of color, which is like we want all to be lumped in together. Like that's, respectful or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's just little things like that. You notice just like these real weirdo. And it's what's funny is I can relate more to some racists from Texas than I can from the left, saying that, like, quote unquote, like the liberals, what I mean by that is, I relate to them saying, oh, these elitists, these coastal elitists. And I'm like, hell yeah, these coastal elitists, right? You know what I mean? I'm with you, brody, like with the racists, you know what I mean? Like I genuinely, understand their plight better than this guy over, these white people over here who I explained to you, like, a bigger issue with racism is, like I said, racism, the power and it going unchecked. That's why, like, liberals are, to me, a much bigger problem when it comes to racism, because they're just as racist as, Bubba down the street who, but he's, at least I know he's racist. He's not afraid to be like, I hate you, nigger. You know what I mean? And I'm like, bet. I see you. I understand. You know what I mean? Like I get where we at. And for real though, but I at least respect the fact he knows, nigga, don't come in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? We don't want you around here. We don't like your kind. Okay, cool. Bet. You know what I'm saying? I got my neighborhood over here, whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The coastal, the liberal would be like, yeah, no, people of color this, people of color that. Then when my black ass come through, be like, all right, well, what's up? And they're like, you know what I mean? Like it's that whole energy, and you're like, so what happened? What happened to, and it's,
yeah, and these are the people that put the BLM signs in their front
exactly
yard.
Exactly. The people that
think they're doing, that think that they are doing their part to combat racism.
Exactly. They're like that.
Really, they don't have to confront it firsthand.
Exactly.
So they're okay. You know.
I call it.
When you
go ahead.
We have just a little bit of fun when you were visiting me, and I live in Colorado, and you were coming into my town. I live in a very white city, and Boulder, Colorado. It's
yes,
really
you do.
It's yeah, and so you're visiting me, and we're hanging out, and just walking around my neighborhoods. Like, I knew not to let you go out and walk around the neighborhood by yourself, and
it's crazy, huh? It's this wild how we both knew it was dangerous for me in a white neighborhood. It's dangerous for me to walk around in. It's what's funny, and that's what blows my mind. Like, people don't understand. Like, I'm more comfortable walking around in my hood where, on Club Creek where I was shot. Like, I would be more comfortable walking around at night there right now. You know what I mean? Than going back to Boulder and walking around bar daylight. In a heartbeat, I would be like, give me them niggas over there, man. Cause at least, I mean, I know what I'm getting into over here. These white people over here, man, let's see how they did Tamir Rice. You know what I mean? Look at me. You know what I mean? Right. They go drop a nuke on my ass.
I thought to myself, because we had when you were here, the moon was really bright, really nice nights when you were visiting.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, well, maybe Marty could go take a walk by himself, like really late when nobody's around, like at 11 p.m. or something like that. Maybe he can go for a walk around the lake or something. And you're like, oh, hell no. What are you trying to do?
Right.
And I was like, okay, yeah, you're right.
Yo, you like what you just saw? Make sure you like, share, subscribe so the algorithms can algorithm or whatever sorcery they do. Follow us on our socials, links all down in the description, and let's keep rocking.